Oh, good, you saw it. So anyway, well, right now I have John Cring with me. And John usually comes on in the last segment and doesn't get enough time. I'm not disturbing you, am I?
No, go ahead.
He's something else. Well, we're talking about your latest book.
No, I don't have a book. But you know what? I'll write one, Ann, because, I've only been on this show like 55 freaking times, and you don't even know I'm a filmmaker? I make movies, Ann.
I keep forgetting that. I don't know how I forget that.
That's fine. It happens. That happens.
Creepy crawly. What's creepy crawly?
Creeping crawling.
Creeping crawling.
Yeah, it's creeping crawling.
Okay.
Well,
it's an etymology.
Entomological. Here, your mouth. Entomological. Yes, like that.
Anthology.
Anthology of terror. Yes. Straight for the holiday seasons. It's a movie about bugs. Well, first of all, the reason I just wanted to point out here that I'm reading the lovely, lovely newspaper Metroland.
I've heard of
Yes, Metroland. It's a wonderful paper in Albany. And I've already established that I've been on your show about 55 times.
I think I'm losing control.
Yes, I've been on your show 55 times. But I have never been in Metroland. Never. I have sent them about 14,000, emails, told them all about my projects.
You want me to put a word in for you?
No, I'm just like to say, I read you, Metroland. I read your paper, and I would really appreciate having something about my movies in it. All right.
I
That's
agree
enough
with
of
you.
that. All right. Now.
Forget Metroland.
Yes, that's right. Forget Metroland. Okay. They're probably not going to have me in their paper anyway. Creeping Crawling, an entomological anthology of terror, is a horror anthology movie. Similar to things like Tales from the Crypt or
so it's
all the way back,
story.
Right, exactly. They're all little stories.
Okay.
And there is an entomologist, storyteller type character who sort of intros all of the different stories.
And you got some great ideas for that storyteller, don't you?
Well, I'm brilliant. What can I say? Come on, Ann. Of course I have great ideas. I'm a writer of books, apparently, and novellas, and I do magazine articles or something in Ann's mind. No, basically, all of the stories revolve around people's relationship with insects. This kind of all came about with my wife and I. We wrote this together, Tracy. You've never met Tracy.
Yes, I did.
You met Tracy?
She does your camera, too.
She does. She does my camera. She does editing. She does all the work. I take all the
brains
credit.
Behind it, right?
It's perfect. It's perfect. She gets none of the glory, and she does. She's like my mule. It's a fantastic thing. She's a great wife. Anyway, Creeping Crawling all started with our house got infested with fleas. Infested like you would not believe. For 3 weeks, we could not get rid of these things. So we were spraying bug spray. We were fogging the place. We were poisoning ourselves like you wouldn't believe. And my wife sat down and we had this idea for a story, which was basically about a nurse who is taking care of a comatose patient, and while she's taking care of this patient, she starts getting bitten by fleas. And I don't even remember writing this story. We were so high. We were so wasted on bug spray that is where the great art comes from. I mean, Leonardo da Vinci, man, he was it was centipedes. It must have been centipedes. That must have been it. But Creeping Crawling, it just started out as sort of, this idea because my wife got so freaked out by all these fleas jumping on her.
That's nasty.
It was. It was really, really nasty. And
we got some clips.
Oh, okay. Oh, here's a
Let's take out
preview.
the
I love
clips.
this idea. Preview for my book.
Films. Nice photography.
Oh, thank you.
It's 2 weeks, easy money. He's like comatose.
So you can't do it?
He can't move. His brain only sustains his life. I would love for you to stay with Timothy while I'm away.
Really?
I think
my bedroom has fleas.
Dory, I gotta go.
Please, it's happening!
And I understand that one of the segments,
Oh, thank you. Thank you. The crowd goes mild. It's awesome. Yes.
they're lighting their lighters now.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, it's like a Bon Jovi concert in here. All right.
One of the segments has to do with tapeworm.
Yes, yeah. One of the stories is about a model played by the lovely Sarah Van Oel, who is an actress and model here in the area, and Kevin Craig West is also in it.
Great guy.
And oh, great guy. And that story is going to be basically about she has a huge sort of an eating disorder that was placed in her by her family. And we took this from real life accounts of situations that my wife actually went through. I find that reality is the best place to find great storytelling. If somebody has said it, to me, you can tell. It has this quality of being, you can tell that it wasn't just thought up. It was something that people actually experienced.
It's a substance.
Yes,
to
it was. It is a substantive thing. And that particular story, her father really had, gave her a huge kind of,
Image
problems
problem, yeah.
and image issues, as she was growing up. Like making her stay on the treadmill for 10 miles a day, or she couldn't go outside and play. Things like that. So I heard that, and I was like, oh God, that's got to go in the movie.
This is a movie.
That's got to go in the movie.
Yeah.
So this model is swallowing tapeworms to try to lose weight. And
Now,
then,
the amazing thing is
and
that
then horrible things happen.
Yeah, the amazing thing is that he sent this to me, and I had an old ad.
Oh, yeah.
For tapeworms, and they're called sanitized tapeworms.
Absolutely.
And that was at the turn of the century or early.
And you can go online right now, and there are websites where you can buy what they call genetically altered tapeworms, where they're supposed to die within 7 days. It is highly illegal, but it is becoming a much more common practice. So one of the things about this horror movie is there's nothing supernatural in it. Everything in this movie is
doable.
It actually happens, or is sort of it's sort of the
That
psychological
even makes
horror.
it scarier, though.
I think so.
Yeah, you're right.
I mean, I like movies that have sort of this more of the psychological quality.
Yeah, I do
movies
too.
like from the 1970s.
Yeah.
I just watched the movie The Legend of Hell House, which is a great British movie from 1978.
Oh, those were great, the old films.
Roddy McDowell's in
Yeah,
it, just
yeah,
an
yeah.
incredible movie. And I was sort of inspired by that visually, the photography of this movie, and I wanted to do something that was very reminiscent of that, but that wasn't like the normal kind of horror movie. I mean, this is really I've done psychological movies before, but this is my first sort of delve into horror, and I'm really, really excited about where it's
I
going.
know you've done a lot of good films.
I've done
Yeah,
14
yeah,
feature
yeah,
films,
yeah.
but one of the things about this movie that's different is that I'm
almost
trying
out of
to
time.
raise money.
You
I'm
wanna
trying
raise money?
Yeah, I got to raise money
A
for it.
filmmaker that wants to raise
I want
money?
a star. For this
Unheard
movie.
of.
Okay, I want William Forsythe or Brad Dourif. William Forsythe is most people would know him from Raising Arizona. He was John Goodman's partner and The Rock and things
got
like
some
that.
good voices.
Oh, great, phenomenal actor. Brad Dourif from Lord of the Rings and Deadwood and all kinds of series. I want a major celebrity character actor to be the storyteller for this film,
yeah.
the narrator. And I am raising about $10,000 for that on Kickstarter.
Okay.
So people have an opportunity.
And we've got some of your websites.
Yes,
up
yeah,
there.
yeah, absolutely. People have an opportunity to go on Kickstarter and be part of this. We're also doing a
Be
premiere.
like the producers, you said?
Yeah, well, yeah, you can be a producer. You can get DVDs. You can get our T-shirt, which is Sex, Bugs, and Rock and Roll. And don't you want a Sex Bugs? If I give you a Sex Bugs and Rock and Roll T-shirt, Ann, will you wear it on the Ann Perillo show?
You betcha.
Okay, here's the thing. I want to talk about a little bit here. I want to talk about Ann's look. Because Anne's got this thing going on. She's got the hair. She's kind of like a female, older Justin Bieber today. And I love it. I love it. Never say never, Anne.
Never,
this
never.
leather
like the
thing,
leather,
the
yeah,
hair,
the
just
hair.
kind of perfect. I love that. Anne is a rock star.
I think we're
people.
almost out of time.
No! I quit! This always happens. Fine, bump me. Bump me. I'm storming off set again. I did that last time.
Sit there.
Don't mess with me, because I will storm the freak off this set, man. I have. I've done it
Cring.
before.
Check
Yeah.
out his website and
Kickstarter.com.
become
Yeah.
a producer.
Please do.
Yeah, not like the one in the movies.
Yeah, that's right. And my latest novel will be coming out very, very soon. An anthology of novels.
Oh, well. Okay, good. Well, we're going to take a quick break, and we're going up to Lake Placid. And
Awesome.
And John is going somewhere.
Were you dressed like Justin Bieber there?
Oh, almost. We'll see you. John Russell Cring, filmmaker. I'm Ann Perillo. You're watching Schenectady Today in and around the Capitol.
I flustered her.